I appreciate you coming in, Captain Benson, but what am I looking at here?
This is the ER reports. These are the x-rays from Tori Wachowski's admission a year ago. She sustained a grade 3 concussion and a skull fracture.
Okay, and this supports her trafficking story. How? Did the hospital call the police?
The attending nurse told my detectives that they were about to when the boyfriend, who signed her in, dragged her out. A young black male matches the description of G.
Here we go. The generic young black male strikes again.
The nurse said she's willing to pick G out of a lineup and said that Tori was obviously terrified. The nurse is also willing to testify for the defense at Tori's trial.
Again, counselor, whose side are you on here?
SVU's sex trafficking investigation into G has uncovered a credible pattern of abuse and forced prostitution, correct?
Yes.
You know better than I do. But isn't that all Brady material?
And when the defense sees it, they're going to call me, and I'm going to have to testify that in my experience, Tori Wachowski was coerced and acting under duress from years of abuse when she played her part in these homicides.
But the law is clear here.
Yeah, it is, but juries can be swayed. I mean, the press certainly can. Come on. An immigrant's honest student daughter, she's pimped out, she's beaten, and then she's forced to stand trial with her abuser. It doesn't get more lurid than that.
Okay, Mr. Carisi, you made your point. Don't oversell it.
Thank you.
SVU is talking to Jasmine? She already took a deal. She testified.
Yes, she did, but they're looking to bring additional charges against G for sex trafficking and rape.
I assume you informed them the police don't press charges.
They did not come to me before they talked to him. But now Jasmine has made a series of new disclosures to SVU on her own systematic abuse by G and the abuse of Tori that she witnessed.
Counselor, Tori is on her way to conviction. What are you doing?
I'm giving you a heads up. It's one thing for Tori to claim that she was trafficked. It's another thing for Jasmine to get on that stand and back Tori's story. Now, we want to avoid that. We need to get in front of this. We got to renegotiate her deal and Tori's.
This office doesn't bargain against ourselves.
I'm well aware of that.
And according to the law, none of this has any bearing on Tori's guilt.
We all know that the law is a lagging indicator. Society is changing. We no longer ruin a teenager's life because he got caught with a joint. We've moved on from prosecuting sex workers for prostitution to prosecuting the Johns.
I'm well aware too. But you are at the end of a murder trial. The only question is, are you a closer or not?
These young women were brutalized, and we all know it. We use our discretion all the time for the rich, for the connected. Why can't we do that here?
You didn't answer my question, Mr. Carisi.
Let him finish, Philip.
Sometimes justice is about compassion. In all due respect, the question should really be, what kind of office do you want to run?
Today, the people are dismissing the murder charges against Tori Wachowski and Jasmine Cruz, and are pleased that they've accepted a deal on robbery charges that sentences them to 200 hours community service, mandatory counseling, and 10 years probation. In this day and age, this office has no interest in prosecuting women for crimes when they are the real victims.
The law is a lagging indicator. Sometimes justice is about compassion and not punishment. And that's what this office stands for.
Lagging indicator? That sounds like something you would say.
I'm just glad they saw the light.
Rough case.
We good?
We are.
Let's get out of here.